So to solve this problem, clearly the function lies in the middle is almost impossible to sketch directly without a calculator. So you probably need to, well, you kind of, not probably, you have to find the antiderivative directly. And it should be of u, antiderivative directly and evaluate at 2 and 1, namely part 2 of fundamental theorem of calculus. And in order to find the antiderivative, it's quite obvious. It's a division which is relatively hard to handle, which we don't have a theorem corresponding to it. So the only way to work it out is to split it into two parts. And then you have u squared over negative u cubed du. After you got this, it's just a matter of reformulating it. It's 4 over negative 8, 1 over u cubed, and then 1 over negative 8 and u squared over u cubed. You can pull a constant coefficient out, negative 1/2, u to the negative 3, and then 1 over 8. Simplify u squared over u cubed is 1 over u. So their antiderivative is negative 1/2, 1 over negative 3 plus 1, u negative 3 plus 1, minus 1 over 8, ln of u. Technically, antiderivative should have a plus c. So you have negative 1/2, and then you have negative 2. You have u negative 2 minus 1 over 8 ln u plus c. So you end up with 1/4 of u to the negative 1 minus 1 over 8 ln u plus c. Don't forget you are supposed to put those two numbers in one at a time. Plus c doesn't really matter because eventually it's going to be cancelled. So you have 1/4 of 2 to the negative 2, which by the way is 1 over u squared. So 1 over u squared minus 1 over 8 ln 2 minus 1/4 of 1 over 1 squared minus 1 over 8 of ln 1. You can simplify this if you want to. It's minus 1/4 plus 1 over 8 times 0. So you have 1 over 8 minus 1 over 4 minus 1 over 8 ln 2. You end up with negative 316 minus 1 over 8 ln 2. But of course, simplification is not required. If you have written the plus c, it's going to be changed into plus c minus c, hence canceled, so it doesn't really matter that much anymore. Bottom line, the key parts is to be able to find the antiderivative of that structure correctly.